Hey, my name's Jose. I'm based out of the Dallas area. I am 29 years old, and this is Financial Audit.
What do you do in Dallas for a living?
I'm actually a personal trainer, so I just about last year started my gym. It's actually fitness-minded.
Oh, so you have a gym?
Yeah.
If it was based in Austin, I'd need to go because I need to go. So, yeah.
Hey, we'll be happy to help you out any way we can.
Yeah, but that's pretty sweet. So how long has this gym been open?
We signed a lease about a year ago, but officially open, I would say probably like 6-9 months, roughly.
How much money do you put in this thing?
Oh man, I think right now it's kind of hard to say because
A lot of it's debt.
Huh?
A lot of it's debt.
All of it's debt. Yeah.
All of it's debt?
All of it is debt.
You didn't save up any money to put into this thing.
No.
It's an interesting way to open a business, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, in hindsight, I do think that's something I should have probably taken care of before I actually started. I feel like I would have probably been way better off. But I was just so eager, and when the opportunity came, I felt the need to jump at it. And
how'd the opportunity come? What do you mean?
So one of my clients, I've been training him for like 2-3 years now, and of course, all he hears me talking about is how I want to open up this gym. And he kept hearing about these struggles that, once again, in hindsight now, I feel like it was just things that I needed to solve. But I felt like these were speed bumps I couldn't get past. And I don't know, he was being nice. And he said, you know what, well, I'll loan you the money to help you get the gym started.
Oh, he loaned you the money? But you also have like so much credit card debt and stuff as well. Okay.
So, we'll definitely get into that. So that happened a little bit after the fact.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So, wow. So there's a lot to dig into here. I want to hear from your perspective. How's your financial situation right now? And then give yourself a score 0 out of 10.
So I'm going to be completely honest. It is pretty bad. It's not good. I would say from 1 out of 10, I'm probably out of 4. And
okay.
Slowly, I would say declining if I don't do something about it.
Slowly declining. Yeah. And then your business. How's your business, health, and finances? And give it a score as well.
I guess I'd see I have the bad habit of merging the two.
You've merged it?
So okay. that one's probably the same as well. So
let's talk about some income. What are you bringing home on average on a monthly basis into your own pocket?
Well, it's hard to say because they're so merged. I do a horrible job of keeping it separate.
Oh, you gotta keep it separate, man, especially for taxes and everything.
Yeah, that's the tricky part. When it comes to doing taxes, it takes me a long time because now I have to go, statement by statement and looking at all the numbers.
All right, how much money does your business bring in?
So right now, on average, we're bringing in about $10K a month.
A month?
Mm-hmm.
That's in total?
Roughly, yeah.
Now, after expenses, what is that looking like?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done the math.
Dude, you've been in business for a year, but you don't know what your
now I realize
overhead is and everything?
How big of a problem that is, actually. Yeah.
Now you're realizing that? How now? Whoa. Okay, all right. Well, this is a business. I have overhead. I have a full-time employee. I have contracted things out. I'm bringing on a second full-time employee. I know my numbers. I wouldn't be able to survive if I didn't know my numbers.
Yeah.
You don't know your numbers?
No, you're right. I definitely should.
Are you in the green or the red on a monthly basis? Do you at least know that, please?
No, I am slightly in the red.
Slightly?
Very slightly.
What does it cost to run your business on a monthly basis?
I would say about, right now, it costs about $2,000, roughly.
A month?
A month no, it's only because I still have a Bader's lease going on.
What? Okay, before we dive in, I need to understand more about this before we even dive into things. Let's talk about your overhead expenses. So you bring in $10,000 a month. What's your rent?
My rent right now is $1,600 a month.
Okay, for the business location?
Yes,
it's not bad.
Only right now. It's it's gonna go up very soon. It's gonna go up in June, and that's the beta lease.
Well, June's next month. To what?
July. I'm sorry.
Okay, to what?
About 4,600.
What the? Why?
So that's basically the in the area that I'm in. That is basically the cost.
Why were you so low?
Because that's the Bader's lease. So I negotiated a 6 months Bader lease. So then for the first 6 months, kind of give you a little bit to help you out a little bit, get you up and running. You're only paying the triple net.
Do you have employees?
Currently, just my girlfriend. She's also.
What do you pay her?
So right now, she keeps about 60% commission.
60% commission?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how much money does she bring in then for the business?
$4,500.
$4,500?
But once again,
so $2,700 a month. I want to take a brief moment to thank today's episode sponsor, Kudos. Be warned, this sponsorship is for credit card people. If you are not a credit card person like many people in these episodes, close your ears, skip, I don't care. This is for credit card people only. Summer is right around the corner, and the average household is expected to spend $2,644 on travel. And if that sounds like you should try Kudos. Kudos is a free shopping extension that works on your computer and iPhone to get the most rewards back from your credit cards whenever you shop online. But don't just listen to me. Kudos has saved the average user $750 per year. So don't wait. Use code Caleb to get Kudos for free by clicking the link below or by going to joinkudos.com/Caleb. The future will thank you later.
With her, since we live together and we run it together, a lot of our finances are also intertwined. So like this just kind of, that's the number on paper, but in reality, I mean, if we need more for whatever reason, we kind of just merge our finances.
Dude, you're kicking this thing off with a bang. Oh, okay. Equipment. How much do you put aside for equipment on a monthly basis? What is spent on equipment?
Equipment $0 right now.
Good.
Well, except for the loan that I do have on what's called the in-body body scanner. So that's one of the loans that I sent you over.
Whoa. I think I've had someone on the show who was getting one of those. Mm-hmm. It's like, it does like very detailed like body fat percentages, right? And stuff.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, you could say that.
I think, okay. What is that monthly payment?
That one is about $160
a month.
Yeah.
Okay. Now stuff like cleaning supplies and crap like that. You probably don't even know, but what do you think that is on a monthly basis?
Yeah, man, I do horrible with accounting.
Electricity and water.
Yeah, so electricity, I'm looking at roughly about $150 to $200 a month.
Okay.
Water is included into a triple net, so that's just all what I'm paying right now in my lease. Internet, it's about $80. And then I have a Pandora subscription. That one's just to play music in the gym without the.
How much?
That one I believe is about $10 a month.
Okay.
And
what other business expenses do you have in a month? Insurances? Do you have insurances?
Not right now, but I definitely should.
You should. What if someone gets hurt in your gym, dude?
Yeah, I definitely should. Definitely be.
Yeah, that should be emergency number 1 immediately now.
Does signing a waiver, does that cover that at all? I know I need to get insurance regardless, but just curious.
I'm not an expert on that, but I would always have insurance with some kind of businesses, some umbrella, maybe something. Either way. But yes, a waiver is probably a very important aspect of that as well. It's always good to get some kind of legal advice, of which I am not that mind, but definitely always good to get some advice, and it's worth that little upfront cost, few $100, whatever it might be, to save thousands, tens of thousands of dollars down the road. What else do you have on a monthly basis for your business?
Well, right now, of course, the credit card debt, the business credit card debt. That one right now, I am under a special program that they have, which is basically just reduce interest and reduce monthly payments to help you chip at it. And that one's roughly about $370 a month.
$370?
Yeah, that's
death, dude. Okay, and you took out a personal loan from this dude, right?
Yes, that I did take.
What's his minimum monthly payment?
That one I believe is $170.
How much did you borrow from him?
Oh wait, you're talking about the personal loan? Oh no, so I did take another personal loan, and that was a while back. But now,
didn't a guy lend you money for this thing?
Yes, that one he lent me $50K.
And how much do you pay him on a monthly basis?
So technically, I'm paying him about $1,360 a month, but it's through an exchange of services. So I train him and his wife 3 times a week, and that's basically how I'm paying him back.
The $10,000 you bring in, is that after that, or is that before that? Is that calculated into your $10,000 a month?
It is calculated into $10,000 a month.
Okay, so we're deleting that.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you can think of, dude?
So
I need to get any kind of insight in here to calculate anything?
I'm trying to think.
You buy rags and wipes and cleaning supplies and crap, right?
I do, but it's not as much as you would think. It's very, I mean, I haven't.
Well, I'm not going to make it cost a ton, but you do.
I don't think I've bought any since I bought in bulk when I first opened it up, and I don't think I've bought any since. Yeah.
Cleaning supplies?
Yeah.
Do you have cleaners?
No, we clean ourselves.
Okay. I'm just going to say $50 a month on average. Once you run out of that stuff. Okay. Which I think is quite conservative. That is $6,520.
Man, I'm going to get roasted in the comments.
$3,480 should be left.
And then, yeah, just living expenses is what eats away at the rest.
So that should be able to take to you, and then you set aside money for taxes. You want to sit down with a tax expert for business taxes and your own taxes anyway. But do you have an LLC set up?
Yeah, I do.
Good. Mm-hmm. Is money essentially being sent into there, expenses coming out through there, and then money leaving there to you from what's left?
No, that's a great idea, though.
Yeah. Did you talk to anyone about how to do any of this when you did this?
No, and that's probably why it's so messed up.
Why didn't you talk to anyone or at least look up stuff or like take a class or anything?
You know what? To be honest, I guess I figured I would be able to figure it out, which obviously I'm not doing the best job at it.
But you say you're in the red. There should be an additional $3,480 a month. How would you be in the red on a monthly basis?
I get because I'm like I said, my finances are so merged. I'm just taking into account also personal finances into that. Yeah, personal spending into that as well.
Okay. I can't think of a good segue, but you should subscribe because we're trying to get to 500,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. All right. You're stressing me out real quick. I'm
stressing myself out.
Yeah, I bet, dude. I don't know how you're sleeping, to be honest. Let's start with your debts. Let's see where things are at. So this is Blue Cash Preferred from American Express. New balance, $4,898.59. Okay. With this $86 minimum monthly payment, and you are losing $33.41 in interest on a monthly basis. Oh, okay. You paid off $86. That's good, but then you purchased $55.58. If we have debt, I assume you would like to pay off the debt, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then why the f are we possibly purchasing on it?
I have no idea. I don't even know what it is, to be honest. It might be.
Well, fun fact, you purchase on all the cards. By the way, we've looked into it. Oh. So don't be too surprised with this. You purchase on every single one.
I thought, to be honest, I had canceled everything that was on that card, and I guess I just assumed that it was all canceled. I didn't check. But yeah, my goal has been to not use them anymore.
Why are you and your girlfriend both on this card? That shouldn't be a thing if it's a girlfriend, not wife.
So the idea was to help her build credit, because at the time when I got that credit card, we were actually using it responsibly. And the way that debt accumulated was after we got the gym.
What'd you do before the gym?
I was also a personal trainer, but I was independent.
Oh, that's right.
So I just basically...
You're probably making more money, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was definitely not even close to this much in debt. It's only happened after I opened up the gym.
You got some Audible, some digital goods, NFL app type stuff.
Oh, I canceled that.
Epidemic Sounds. Well, I would go check on that and challenge it.
Yeah.
Then you also have some AAA Texas insurance through there.
Okay.
Total interest charge so far in 2023... $409.82 from one card. One card, and not even halfway through the year yet, my dude. One of your stupid debts.
Oh, man, that hurt.
Dumb. Now we have Blue Business. So this is business.
That's the big one.
The other one was personal, correct?
Yes.
This one's business. We have a new balance of $12,691. Now, minimum monthly payment, $371, which is absolutely disgusting. $81.47 of interest was accrued within the month. You paid $371. Good. I'm happy with that. But then you still purchase $40. And I don't know how, because after $40 in the interest, you are $691 above the credit limit. Mm-hmm. Above the credit limit death. This is crap.
Yeah.
Why are you possibly purchasing on something that's above the credit card limit? You want to be successful in this business. I want you to be successful. But what is the idea behind this? Where's the mentality?
To be honest, I'm sure it's just not paying enough attention to where it was at the time. I've currently tried not to use it, so I assumed I'd canceled everything on it without even checking. So,
well, you know where this business credit card went to? 2 record stores and Disney Plus.
Okay, that's probably not me.
Well, you should probably think about that. Think about how this card is used, because that's a business card, and I don't think those are business expenses, my dude.
That's definitely not. Yeah.
And guess what? Not even a half a year done yet. $1,112.42 in interest gone. Taken from you. Squeezed from your business that is barely making money. At least according to you. It should be generating at least $3,480 of profit. I don't know. Now, I don't know what the this is. What is this? What is this crap?
Oh, so I just sent you. I didn't even look at it myself. So this is for the in-body, which is basically
total amount financed $6,260. Do you know how much is left on it, or is that how much is left on it? Because this is hard to see. I didn't know this was like your agreement. How much is left on it? When did you get it?
I got it in May of last year, and I've been paying it since. So basically, I'm at a year now.
I'm gonna guess it's around $5,260. We'll say. And what's the thing called?
In-body.
Oh, dude. Okay. I'm guessing it's about $5,260 now. Maybe. With a $99.37 in a monthly payment. And I don't know what the interest is that's been accrued on this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the interest rate. I know nothing.
There's no interest on that.
It's a 0% interest all the way through.
Yeah.
If you do minimum monthly payment, it'll be 0% all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, why'd you take out an Upstart loan?
So yeah, that one I took it out because the lease was about to start, and at the time I didn't have any money to first pay my first month's rent.
Then you don't open the business.
At that point, I already had signed the lease.
But you still signed it. Why did you sign it?
Well, when I signed the lease, of course, I had the funds, and the funds.
Where'd they go?
So what happened is when I first signed the lease, I signed it in May, and with the promise from the property manager that basically everything that needed to be done with the space would be done within a month. So I took that month off from training and started getting the gym ready. So as soon as the month was up, I can hit the ground running, start training, all that good stuff. But they hired a contractor. That contractor was trying to install an electrical panel without getting any kind of permits. I did not know this. I got the CO to come and check out the place. He saw that the electrical panel was being installed. The CO inspected the certificate of occupancy.
Well, you started this without an emergency fund. Either way, with all the always happens when starting businesses, getting a house or anything, doesn't matter because you don't do it until you have a fully funded emergency fund.
Makes sense.
What's the minimum monthly payment on this thing, though?
That one's, what is it? 100, I think.
Upstart?
Man, I forgot.
Dude, you don't even know what you owe on a monthly basis.
I just forgot. I do know. Well, I used to know.
Well,
I
the
don't know
interest
right
that
now.
accrues...
That one says high interest. That one's like 30%.
Yeah,
interest.
it's 30%. Absolutely. Haven't even gotten there yet. But what's the minimum monthly payment on this thing?
Oh, man.
We can't budget you out if you don't even know your minimum monthly payment. Maybe it's in the checking account.
Probably, yeah, definitely should be.
That's insane. 30% you signed up for? 30%, and yet you didn't just go crazy on paying that off?
You know, that was the idea when I got it, and I thought it would be much easier to get there. But my current struggle has just been finding a trainer.
When did you get it? You don't need to hire a trainer.
Well, yeah, I do.
Are you having business that is unable to be met?
Yes.
How much?
Well, it varies, but it's about 2 to 3 leads per month. So like 2 to 3 like leads are, you know, just people who sign up, they want an assessment done, and then once they come and do the assessment, then we pitch
Only
them
2 to
on.
3 people a month. I guess I don't know the personal training business, but
we're not too big right now. And 2 to 3, I mean, one person could be, you know, it could be 1,000 or as low
okay. What are
as
you going to pay them as a base salary?
So they're going to be paid a 40% commission rate. And the reason I'm trying to do that is to be
commission only. I'm good with the commission, but no base.
No base, just commission only.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that might be worth it, but I would rather you and your girlfriend work as many people as you can.
I'm maxed out already with my time.
And she is as well.
And she's getting close.
No, put these people to them. The moment that you guys are incapable of working any other second, then you can bring on someone. But until then, everything should be kept within.
The downside is a lot of people want the same times, and so in those peak hours, she's booked.
Yeah.
And I'm completely booked.
If it's commission only, it's not bad, but I'd rather you do as much as you can. But
and that's kind of that was the idea of the loan too, because at that time I did have a trainer, and
really?
I did, but the terms, I was very stupid with the way I set up the terms, and when I tried to reverse those terms, I don't even want to get into the terms, but when I tried to reverse the terms, of course he didn't like that. And
what were the terms?
It was just very unfavorable on my end, just because I saw him. Well, he was basically a friend at that point.
What was his commission?
His commission was the same as hers, which was like a 60-40. I keep 40, you keep 60. Mm-hmm. But the unfair part, because I was trying to help him out, I would say that I think it was about 1,000. Only after he got to a past, I think 2,000 actually it was, that I would start charging him commission. And of course, it was like he never really got past that 2,000. And so when I try to reverse that and say, okay, I got to start charging you commission on these people that I've given you. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to stay afloat. Of course, he didn't like that. And also, I didn't like the way he was training either. And he was missing sessions once in a while. And he would show up late once in a while. So I had to let him go.
No, I'd fire him for that. But okay. So we have a checking account. This is a checking account. This isn't a business. This is a personal checking account. Started with $30.
Are you sure that's not a business? I thought that was a business.
Yeah. Oh, it is a business. You are right. I apologize. Thank you.
To be honest, it's all the same.
Still started with $30 though. That number hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Ended with 1,239. That's good. That's good. In here, it's just a lot of Zells in from yourself. Looks like.
No, they're from clients. That's kind of the main way I charge right now, which is definitely got to change.
This is you. Okay, well, you did Zell. Okay. Yeah, that is. Okay. So there were a couple Zells from you, though, unless.
I'm assuming sells.
Yeah.
Because usually I sell out, but not typically in to that account.
Nope, that's you. First and last name confirmed. But, yep.
Do you mind if I check?
Sure.
Yeah, it's strange. There's a couple there, but there's like these is from a client and that one's from a client.
So we got some clients, and then we got some other deposits and cash deposits, and mostly Zells, and then some QuickBooks as well. So, business account who must be fully. You said you don't get anything for the gym. Well, we don't need to get any equipment. We don't need to get any cleaning supplies anymore. But I'm seeing Amazon.
Oh, that's
Amazon.
Yeah. Okay.
Amazon.
That's fair.
Amazon. So what the?
No, that has been gym equipment, and I did forget about that. So recently we have been getting like little stuff here and there.
Well, little stuff is stacking up. Little stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Little stuff. And they're not cheap little stuff either. Then we're also getting Chipotle and G Suite and Thumbstack and
the G Suite is for like
I know what it's for.
Okay.
And Golden Chick and and then Chipotle and Racetrack and Firehouse Subs and Pizza and Prime Video, 7 Mile Cafe, Capital Solutions.
So that's, by the way, that's the in-body.
And that makes sense. Okay. PT Minder.
So that's for my session tracking.
Hulu. Is that for your session tracking?
That is not.
Racetrack, PlayStation Network on the business expense?
Honestly, I forgot that was on there.
Thumbtack
I canceled that already.
Adobe, Thumbtack, Prime Video, more Amazon Racetrack, more Amazon Kindle, Prime Video. So multiple Prime Video things. LinkedIn ads, that makes sense now. Pandora, and yeah, we already talked about that. And Amazon again, and Canva, and Thumbtack. Prime Video again! 3 times Prime Video, and then 1, 2, 3 more Amazon. So we're up to like, what, 15, 16, 17 Amazons now? Never buy equipment, never buys cleaning supplies. Okay. Gardens, Valley, and Shopify. Shopify, that's fair. But all that other crap, okay.
Thumbtack, by the way, that was
Network.
Yeah,
What?
that I don't know what I swear I could have canceled that. Thumbtack, that's for marketing. So that's how it gets. That's how it gets some leads for personal training. So Thumbtack is it's a website. So if you go on there and
you can hire people, to
exactly.
do tasks.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're putting ads on there?
No, every time I get a lead, so they don't charge of course the customer. They charge me. So every time someone says I want a personal trainer, and they say, okay, Fitness Mind, it looks like a good.
Oh, you can do that on Thumbtack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they charge me.
Okay. That's okay. That's okay. But then an overdraft fee. We're spending so much money that we're getting an overdraft fee because you're overdrafting. Why are we possibly getting Chipotle that many times, doing all those Prime videos and stupid eating outs and getting coffee if we can't even afford to have the money in our account? If we can't even have the money in our account, how are we expected to survive? What's the idea behind it? Why are we doing this? Why are we spending this much crap on crap if we're overdrafting and we're not paying off debts quicker?
It is definitely an excuse. So the Chipotle situation is our commute is super long. So typically, when we're about to move, so it takes us 30 minutes to get there. I train for 4 or 5 hours.
30 minutes is a long commute.
Well, and then 45 minutes on the way back with traffic. We do that twice a day. Okay. So then we come back, we end up sitting down. We end up working for a few hours. By the time I look at my watch, I got to go back already. So then in order to beat traffic, it's, something that takes me an hour during rush hour.
Do what every other fitness person in the world does. Meal prep.
Yeah, that's what I say. It is an excuse.
Yeah, it's an excuse. So it's dumb. You can't pay off crap. I'm good with taking advantage of things for tax deductions, but you can't even pay off the debts you have. You're overdrafting on the checking. We're not doing that crap anymore. That's stupid. Overdrafting, jeez. And other things are paying to cards and Zelle payments to yourself again. I mean, those are withdrawals. Zelle payments to yourself. Zelle payments to girlfriend. Zelle payments to self. So do you have a personal checking account on top of this? Mm-hmm. Is that one of the things you sent me?
Yeah.
They weren't statements?
Yeah. I had a hard time getting the statement for that one, but it's like basically an Excel sheet that just has the same thing, all the charges. Okay,
beginning balance, $66. What are we at? Running balance, $21 is what we ended with. I hope you don't run into anything because you'll overdraft on there as well. Maybe you did.
Not yet.
No,
thankfully.
Not yet. Yeah, you're very close. Zellen, keep the change transfer. More Chipotle. LA Fitness, why don't you work out at your own damn gym?
I've been meaning to cancel that.
Cancel that.
Yeah, I haven't even gone there, and I don't know how long.
Lots of Zellen, more Chipotle, and more Chipotle. And what is Racetrack? My goodness, it's every second of your life.
That's gas.
Gas we're okay with. Okay, I've just never heard of that place. Oh, thank goodness, because that pops up everywhere. So every time I said Racetrack before, that's actually okay. We're chilling. I put that on your business account, though.
Yeah.
Well, depends on the community. Well, we'll have to figure it out. Sit down with CPA, see what's tax deductible. Keep the change, and then Spectrum Internet. So right now, this is an absolute disaster. Then what is this? What is this? Business loan? These are the PT sessions. Okay, I see how you're doing the math.
Yeah, that's just a simple little Excel sheet.
So what if they stop doing the PT?
They've kind of agreed not to. They just
forever?
Not forever, just of course until the loan is paid off, and they've kind of do enjoy. Yeah, they do enjoy the personal training. I mean, we're very close. I was over at their house for Thanksgiving, so it's something that they see the value in. At least this is what they've told me, that they see the value in. They see themselves doing this for a very long time, and they're very well off. So it's not anything that would financially strain them.
$15,000 a year, it looks like.
Roughly, yeah.
So personal loan, we're sitting at $35,400. No interest?
No interest.
Good. And it looks like they do once a month-ish, right?
Yeah, they each get 12 sessions once a month, roughly. So if they don't take trips or something like that.
So it's both of them.
Yeah.
You're getting 12. So why do quick math when calculator exists?
1320.
Yeah, 1320. Oh yeah, we already said that earlier, didn't we? So 1320 a month is the payment, but it's what's being taken away from you. But it's being taken away from you, so it's still an important thing. I'd rather them charge for that, so you can start putting that towards things. But it's 0%, and it's a interesting situation. Okay, any other debt?
No car payment, nothing like that.
So your car is paid off.
Mm-hmm.
What's your car?
It's a 2014 Kia Optima.
Okay. No other income sources either. This is kind of it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm with the money you spent on Amazon. Is all that for the gym? Honestly,
To be honest, yeah.
and all 100% necessary?
I mean, I get, yeah, we can probably train without it, so not 100%. But
Well, I don't know what it is. I have no insight into it. I want to give you a part of that budget for your business budget to do the stuff. I want to know what you need. How much do you need? You said nothing at first. You already bought everything, and then we saw you spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So what do you need? What can we allocate to your business on a monthly basis?
for equipment,
Just the stuff you get on Amazon, because I don't even know what it is.
I mean, want me to try to look into it real quick? Let me tell you.
Sure.
Let me see. Now, some stuff my girlfriend gets, and since my account is on there, she forgets to switch it over to her card.
That has to be a requirement from now on. We need to separate these things.
Yeah.
Separate these things now. And the business stuff is going through your business account. So that is the business. So you said you weren't doing that earlier, but you are.
So it's a little funny, but I think a big part of the Amazon transactions are probably stuff that my girlfriend gets and forgets to switch the card over to hers. But so the stuff that I've gotten for the business is like I got a little mic to be able to do content inside the gym. So I do want to start doing more, doing YouTube content and do more social media content to help with promote the gym. Then I got like a medicine ball, like a 15-pound medicine ball. Some sliders, which is something that you put like on the turf to kind of on your feet that you stand on to help slide and do some exercises. Some lifting straps. So those are for some clients that have.
So there's stuff to get. Allocate for me a reasonable amount of money that we are budgeting into the business on a monthly basis for this crap. $200 a month? Does that sound reasonable?
I think that sounds reasonable. Yeah, more than reasonable. Just because I think the only thing that we have to get on a reoccurring is going to be like the paper towels for the restroom.
That's included in this 200, right?
Yeah. Toilet paper, of course.
That brings
soap.
Your business budget. Well, because it's about to just get destroyed in July. Damn it. Okay.
That's kind of why I'm also in a hurry to get more trainers to try to get also,
Because, you bring in $10,000 a month. You right now spend $670, but that's about to go from $670 to $9,670, meaning on the edge, if you follow your business budget 100%, of which we laid out at the beginning of the episode, you'd only be walking away with a few $100. You can't live off of that. I assume you have a rent.
Yeah.
Oh.
The good news is that's going to decrease. I was paying a little too much.
There's not even a point of there's not even a point of starting to build out a budget for the low rent thing, because that's only a month. It's only a month.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you have savings on the side?
No.
Okay, so through the end of this month and then through next month, what I would do to start preparing, man, that $3,200 or whatever that should come into your account because you're going to follow this business. Okay, rent, again, we're going to do this again. Rent, $1,600, paid to your girlfriend from the $10,000, $2,700. One of the loans, $160, electric, $200, internet, $80, music, $10. Another one of the credit, $360. and then $1,360 is taken away from the $10,000 to go to those people that you are paying from, you know, the $50,000 that they give you. And then other stuff for the business, just needing to keep it going, $200. So comes out to a total of $6,670. So of that money that is left over the remainder of this month, and you need to follow that budget 100% strictly, or you're going to be... Set that aside this month, set it aside next month in your own personal savings, just so you can have a little bit, because what's about to happen is you're going to have like a couple $100 left over on a monthly basis starting in a month and a half. Well, what's the date? Yeah, no, in a month at this point. So that's going to be like July 1st, right? It's not even going to be like... So... tell me about a day in the life of business. What are your hours?
So I train typically from 6 a.m. to roughly 9 a.m. Sometimes I go until 10 a.m.
Okay.
From there, I typically either work out, or lately I haven't even worked out. I just kind of go straight home. And then until... I go back in typically at 4 p.m., sometimes 3 p.m.
So what is that, 10 to 3 you have off?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when are you off in the evening?
Well, technically kind of off, because, of course, I go home and then I do all the stuff on the computer that I need to be doing.
Okay.
Like marketing and, you know, the accounting and all that kind of... Well, accounting, apparently not enough.
Well, not at all.
Not at all.
When are you off?
I get off at usually 7, sometimes 8 p.m.
Okay. So this is what you're going to do. Probably starting now, but certainly because you're going to have zero money starting in July. Yeah, I agree. Maybe bring on some trainers that can work those heavy hours as well that are purely commission-based, if you can even get them. Tough part of this conversation, because she's sitting right there. Hello. She takes a big commission thing. Would it make more sense to get someone to replace her position that does 40% commission instead of 60%? Plus, intertwining relationship with work, that can get messy. I'm not rooting against any relationship, but there's no legal binding with a marriage. Sometimes relationships don't work out. Just being realistic about the risk, plus taking an extra 20% commission from what someone else would be making when our margins are nothing. I don't know. That might be something worth thinking about. I don't want to be the bad guy, but we need to squeeze margin where we can find it, and then, yes, bring in those other people. But if they're just sitting around doing nothing and you could be doing the work instead of them, do the work. Yeah. But maybe bring on one person, see how it goes for a bit. But let them know the risk as well. Don't be a dick about it. You know, don't bring them in with the potential of them getting let go pretty quickly because there's just not enough work for them to do.
Right.
But if you could be doing the work, do the work. Now, what I was going to say, what you should be doing, okay, from 10 to 12, do the crap online every day. Do the crap online. 12 to 3, dude, try to drive some Uber. Try to do anything. I would say work at a coffee shop or whatever. It's going to be hard in those couple hours for someone to just want to take you on after that. So do some of those. You can go do these at the times you desire type jobs. It's not going to bring in much, but you need to bring in some extra because you're about to have zero margin. Yeah. Actually, with the way this is going, this is going to head towards a business bankruptcy and then a personal bankruptcy, to be very clear.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing.
That's something that I wish I would have. This is something I wish I would have done. So that's kind of how all this debt accumulated during the months where I wasn't training and the studio wasn't ready. This is what I could have been doing and I didn't do.
And then after,
I really wish I would have done it because I would have not accrued this much debt.
After 8, go towards like a populous area of the area and drive Uber to midnight, and then go home, get a few hours of sleep, do it over and over again 7 days a week. Just because you have no other option. Right. You really have nothing. Maybe you're working McDonald's from 10. Oh, crap. Yeah, again, just not a lot of hours. You might be I don't ever recommend that people don't get sleep. Sleep's great. I love sleep. I sleep a lot. But
you know what I could do is I could just open up. So something I could open up my hours a little bit more and I could try to work a little bit later. So I do have clients.
Yeah, if you can, absolutely. So when I was hearing that, I was hearing like those are the times that people will work out. But if there's other times you can do, bring it as much as possible. Absolutely. You kidding me? as much as you can work this position, do it. And then just do those on-demand positions outside of that. But it's time to start working. But we should know, personal side, what's your rent? What's your portion of rent and utilities and all that stuff combined?
So total rent right now is...
when's this new place?
So this new place is May 31st, so it's coming up.
Oh, perfect. So what's that going to be? What's your portion going to be?
$675.
Okay, $675 for rent, and then what about utilities?
Utilities,
all utilities, internet, gas, electric.
My portion probably about I would say probably around $150.
Okay. Now in the business expenses, we're calculating gas as well, but let's just do for personal gas. How much are you spending on a monthly basis?
Right now, with the current commute, we're spending about $60 a week.
What do you think the new commute will be?
Oh, the commute will be way shorter. Now it's going to be no traffic. It's going to be like 8 minutes, something like that.
So it's going to go down from 60 to 20?
Well, right now it's actually 120.
120 a week?
So it's 120 minutes a day that we spend in commuting.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking gas costs. You said 60 a week?
60 a week for gas, yeah.
So I'm thinking 20 a week now?
Yeah. It should go down a lot more.
Averages out to $80 a month. Okay. Gonna give you groceries. Your portion, because you guys will split it, right? You split groceries.
Mm-hmm.
$200 for yourself, and then household items, toilet paper, all that crap. $50. What about health insurance? What are you guys doing for health insurance these days? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, get health insurance. Get health insurance, dude. You got to take care of yourself. And honestly, with the income that's coming in, you're probably going to want to do like the healthcare exchange and get something that's like doesn't cost much money but gives you a little bit of protection.
Okay.
Okay. Jeez. I'm gonna say $100. Sign up for that now. You do not want to not do that. You're gonna get into a dangerous situation of forcing a bankruptcy. What is car insurance?
That one is $200.
Okay. So rent at $675, car insurance at $200, with utilities at $150, gas at $80, groceries at $200, toilet paper and stuff at $550, health insurance $100. Sign up for that immediately. What about your phone bill?
My parents pay for that right now.
Okay. Sure. So your personal expenses, minimum in order to survive. Well, there's also the... Okay. Well, so one of these is the Upstart is personal?
Technically, yes.
But we don't know the minimum monthly payment on that, and we did not put that in your business minimum monthlies.
I think we did.
Are you sure?
I thought so.
Okay. 160 is what you said then for that, if that's what that is. What we did not have there was the personal blue, though. $86 for that credit card, the blue personal card. Meaning minimum in order to survive is $1,541 a month. And you don't have that. You won't have that. You won't have 1,200 of that. You will not have starting in a month from now.
Right.
So what are you going to do about that? You essentially have to work a second job. You got to get more money coming in if there is this pent up demand that you're saying, and I'm just trusting you with that and hoping you're 100% correct. Because if not, honestly, it's about to get then bring in someone in on commission who's able to minimum generate that off their 40 or their 60% that's going to you. Those are the options. You're working that second job, or their 60% brings in that minimum. But other than that, I mean, there's nothing else to put towards debt. There's right now, there's no money to put towards living. There's certainly no money to put towards debt. So I'm a little scared. Usually what I would do from here is say, okay, here is the little bit that's left over. Here's what we can bring in a little extra. Here's the way we pay off the debt. Right now, that's not even a part of the conversation. Right now, we're just saying, how can we even afford to survive? So again, it's going to be that extra person if you can, and you working that second job. You're pretty much only going to see your girlfriend at work, you're pretty much going to be working from the moment you wake up to when you go to sleep, because it's not an option, because you're not going to survive. And then we're going to go into business bankruptcy because you can't pay the 3 minimum loans that you have with the Upstart's personal. So you're not going to, the business loan, the blue one at $12,691 with a $371 minimum monthly payment, you're not going to be able to pay that eventually. Then you're going to need to go into bankruptcy, and same with the N body. You're not going to be able to pay that. And then, you owe that $35,000 to the personal people. Like, you can keep doing that forever, the personal training forever. Hopefully they don't want to ever switch personal trainers or go off of that, or else you're going to also owe tens of thousands of dollars. So there's an inherent risk there that's not baked into the other stuff. And then on the personal side of things, you can't pay for the $1,541 a month that you have to pay for things. So the personal blue credit card of $5,000, you can't afford to pay that. That's going to go into collections. The Upstart at $5,000, can't afford that. That's going to go into collections or something. You might have to declare bankruptcy. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm a little flabbergasted right now, because the only thing that matters at this point is what you're going to do to bring in more income. I can go through a debt repayment plan all day. Right now, that plan is impossible to exist, because it just matters what are you going to do to bring in that income.
Yeah, I think right now my only option is we'll do door dashing on my free time, and then try to continue to. I think my best solution that would really help is just getting another personal trainer, and then trying to market as hard as I can to get them filled.
How long have you been looking for this employee?
So we had one not too long ago. He recently put he put his 2 weeks in about 3 weeks ago. So we've been looking ever since, and we find people, and then it doesn't end up not working out. So yeah, about 3 weeks we've been trying to look for another one.
So the gym is fitness minded?
Yes.
Okay, Dallas?
Yes.
What do you think they'll bring in on a monthly basis?
Monthly basis.
Yeah, in these conversations you're having with potential applicants, what do you think they're going to take home in their pocket?
So I think a trainer could be roughly once they're at full time, they can be around $4,000 a month take home before taxes.
Yeah. So are they contracted?
No, they just not.
Are they W-2'd?
The W-2. Yeah.
So before taxes. So do you provide any benefits, anything like that?
So that would be once they get to full time.
When do they get to full time?
So it just depends on the number of leads we're able to get in, and what the packages they're able to sell on those leads on.
$50,000 a year. I mean, you could be able to hire someone with that. What are personal trainers making outside of the business?
If they're independent, it depends on a lot of things. It depends on the commission rate that the gym is giving them, or if they're independent, the prices that they're whatever their prices are. So
you think you're going to hire someone for $48,000 a year?
I was hoping to, but now I'm thinking maybe I should probably increase.
Would you take it?
Starting off, I would have. I was definitely.
So you're looking for a beginner.
Yes. So starting off, and then we're willing to definitely. This is kind of what we're starting off with, but I'm definitely willing to negotiate and offer more.
Is a beginner going to be what your business is looking for and needs right now, or are you going to need someone with more expertise?
No, I think we're looking more for beginner, because we are trying to mold them, and there's a certain method that we want to try out with our current clients that I found success with my clients, and I want to see if I can recreate that with another trainer that I feel like could help.
Well, maybe you'll find someone watching this video in the Dallas area that's interested in starting off their personal training stuff. On your personal side of things, I'm just very nervous. I don't know how you're going to afford to live. I need you to get health insurance, because if anything happens, you're going to be done financially for a very, very, very long time. I don't want you to go into bankruptcies. Those are like the last thing we can do. But we're just headed to. I'm not trying to be just overly negative, but we're just heading to a place of just financial nuclear explosions.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel it. I've been feeling the pressure a lot more lately.
No chance to move location?
Well, I would have to break the lease, and I don't know what that would.
Oh, that's true. What's your lease for?
5 years.
Oh. What have you done? What have you done? What it comes down to now is, trying to increase your income by either upping your rates or by bringing someone in or working more hours within there that you talked about. And then just keeping yourself alive, man. You just got to work another job. It comes down to that. And I'm just hoping. I mean, honestly, what's your credit score?
In the 600s. It's about 650, I believe.
This Upstart, I bet you could consolidate that like through I bet you could get a personal loan. No, I know a lot of people dislike them, but I mean, I've worked with them and I've seen people get better than 30% on like SoFi personal loans. You could shop the rate and see what fits best for you. You can find something on Credit Karma. They have like the loans that they guarantee you'll be approved for, and if you don't get approved for it, they pay you. But I mean, there's options out there, man. And 30%, I would absolutely try to get a personal loan, just pay that off. Maybe consolidate some of these credit cards. I don't know, but you need to cut them up. Never use them. You can't, dude. You're spending on credit cards that you're losing $1,000. I mean, with all the interest combined, you've lost like a couple to a few $1,000s this year already, and you already make with where rent's going to be for the place. You're already negative in terms of your personal. So now we might have to clean up some of the loans by consolidating, maybe getting some personal loans. And then you just got to increase your income as much as possible and then tax them as much as you can. Like I said, because I'm so nervous about the business and stuff like this, over the next month, you're setting aside that extra. Well, no, because, I mean, some of it will go to living expenses anyway, so I don't even know. Maybe you can only set aside like $1,000 this next month. But whatever you can, cut back, dude. We're not going out to eat anymore. Business or not, tax deductible or not, we just can't. You can't afford it. You're not going to be able to afford groceries here pretty soon. When rent goes up, it takes everything from you. You already basically, your margin's $0, and then how do you survive? I don't know. So I don't want to just be a Debbie Downer. I'm not just going to continue saying the same thing over and over again. I'm nervous. What do you think? What are you going to do, man? How's this going to look?
I'm optimistic. That's just my nature. And I do believe that if I find the right person, double on the marketing, I think within a month I could definitely turn it around. I mean, it's going to be incredibly hard. And in the meantime, while it does turn around, just do what I can to make extra cash, like DoorDash or whatever else I can find, just to keep me afloat in the meantime.
Any final thoughts?
No, not right now. But I definitely got to get better at accounting.
For Jose, I'm terrified, but hopefully he's able to overcome this income situation by bringing in another person. I don't know. We'll just have to see. The follow-up is going to be very telling to see what happens, but I'm personally nervous. And Hammer Financial Score, he gave himself a 4 out of 10. I don't really know how, but spending is ridiculous. Overspending. 0 out of 10. Debt, it's insane. 0 out of 10. Retirement, there's nothing. 0 out of 10. Emergency fund, there's nothing. 0 out of 10. Real estate, not even in that world yet. 0 out of 10. It's a Hammer Financial Score. 0 out of 10. Just can't be better than that. This is one of the worst situations we've seen ever by far. But to make it better, if you want a free $5, you can sign up for Acorns. In the description below using my link, you get a free $5. I get a free $5. Everybody wins. It's great. And don't forget to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Thanks.